What's up, Guardians? Welcome to DNA Weekly Strike. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Derrick, and alongside me, as always, Brian Anderson. Brian, with E3 and stuff, we haven't really had a chance to talk about Destiny's newest expansion, Rise of Iron, officially announced the week before E3. And I thought maybe we would talk about Rise of Iron a little bit, what they've announced for it, and what we kind of hope these things become. Rise of Iron is the next highly anticipated expansion to the Destiny universe. It features all-new cinematic story campaign set within the Plague Lands, a brand new location on Earth. Under the command of Lord Saladin, you will face a new faction of fallen devils, the Splicers, who unravel the mystery of while unraveling the mystery of the Iron Lords. Rise of Iron features new weapons, armor, gear, and cooperative 3-player strike, a new mode and maps for Crucible, and a 6-player cooperative raid. How do you feel about this?
I'm excited. Anytime you're going to add a raid, it's cool. I kind of wish that they would have gone to a different planet. Was my biggest thing. But since it's centered around the Lord Saladin and what are they called? The
Iron Lords.
The Iron what?
Lords.
The Iron Lords. I mean, you kind of had a feeling it would kind of have to take place on Earth because that's where they were like featured. I think it's cool that they're doing it based off the Crucible mode, Iron Banner. That's cool. The story behind that sounds sweet. It'd be really sweet if you got a hold of Lord Saladin's hammer that you see.
It is a weapon. It is a weapon. It's like the Scorch Cannon, though. It just drops for you, and then you can wield it.
I feel like, you have swords. I feel like it should have been an exotic, heavy. I think that would have been cool. That you could throw fire projectiles out of it.
Right.
Because the best sword is that exotic one that
arc one.
The one that you can shoot the lightning out of. That's clearly the best because it's range and up close. It'd be cool if you had another one like that. But, it's still cool because it's a different part of Earth. That's sweet. New factions, the Splicers. So that's anytime you get a new enemy. Like, even the Fallen were cool, even though it was basically, like, the same enemies. But
right.
Fallen, even that was fine by me. Anytime you have new weapons, new exotics, I'm in. I mean, it's going to be just how these other... It's not going to be as big as, like... the Taken King, but I could see it being just like I can't remember what the old ones were called.
The whole thing with the Taken King was like they restructured that game so much from year one. Like that was the big thing with the Taken King more than like
the Taken King wasn't even just like you're getting a raid. It's like we're completely changing the game. This is same game, just adding a raid, which is always good by me because they're always fun. Hopefully that'll get people back into it.
Yeah, they are. Like I said before, they're adding a new story campaign and new quests, which is good. The obvious new armor and gear and new weapons. The max light is increased.
Yeah, I think it should go up to like 400.
Yeah, we were talking at work the other day. Like, is 400 enough though? Do you think it should be higher? Because
no, I think 400 is fine. What's that right now? 325.
335.
335. That's fine.
So
I'd say 400 is
the one thing that I am kind of a little bit confused by is the new strike. It's just one new strike, because in the Taken King, I feel like we got like 5 or 6.
If you're still playing this game, like I don't think people are getting on to run strikes.
Yeah,
it's just I'm not. I'm not like, man, I just want to get on Destiny today. Like I'm already like. I think I'm at 334 or 333. I was hoping Banner. I'm a little upset about Banner getting canceled. I was hoping I'd get the last piece of gear or something to drop to me that I could finally hit 335. That's not going to happen. It was like trouble with matchmaking or something. So hopefully they get that stuff fixed. I would really like to play some trials this weekend, but I don't know where I was going with that.
You just get lost in your thought.
Yeah, what the fuck I was talking about?
The one new thing, though.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, like, so I'll get on and do that. I mean, if we had enough people, I would still raid. We don't. And I don't feel like picking up random people right now.
Yeah.
This at this stage. Now, on a new strike, yeah, because it's so fresh, like, I'll take anybody to run that one. But, yeah, I don't get on to run strikes, so that's why they're not going to put a bunch of strikes in, I don't think.
Yeah. New area, though, the Plague Lands. It's going to be exciting to kind of leave the Cosmodrome, go on Earth. We've seen more of Earth.
Yeah, if you're not going to give me a completely brand new planet, at least a new area on a planet that we already have is still a step in the right direction. That it's not going to be the same cosmos. Because even in like the Taken King, you were still sort of running through parts of the Cosmodrome. I mean, it was cool. Going down with Rasputin, it was cool going down to his bunker, even though that was on like the Cosmodrome. You've been there and you had to go through sections that you've been through before, but that stuff was cool.
Yeah. New social zone. Do we really need a new social space? I feel like.
Is that like the tower? It's like the tower and the reef.
Yeah.
No, I feel like we have enough of those already. That's just because like it annoys me when like you're playing and it's like, oh well, I gotta go to the reef to pick up my card for trials, but you know if I level up my crucible, I gotta go back to the tower.
Right.
And like that's just it's just annoying. I mean, it's just a nuisance.
Multiple social zones just doesn't make sense.
Multiple social zones doesn't make sense because
especially with
they don't do social zones right anyways.
Right.
Because there's really no interaction between the other people there. Like you can go to your menu and see who's in there, but like there's no place to post. I just really wish there was something where you could go to it and be like, I need a guy for a raid.
Right.
And you can set your like level requirements for it. Like I need a guy for a raid, and if you're below 330, you know you can't join them. If you're above 330, you can just join.
Right.
Or you could set it to invite only, which I guess that's what they're already anyways. But that would be cool.
And like the whole thing is like with a new social space, that whole area where Lord Saladin stands anyway is empty besides him.
I know. I don't know if maybe like why. I don't know why they just don't open. They open up that back area and just leave it open permanently then, and that's just his spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, another social zone, another fucking place that I have to go look. Well, even though I always look up where Zer's at, not that I've been visiting him. Anyways,
right.
Another fucking place for him to be. So
yeah, it's
if you don't use the internet if you actually go look for him on your own, it's another place to go look.
Yeah.
For that snake-faced motherfucker.
Yeah. New enemy faction and bosses, that's kind of a stretch. New enemy faction. It's just a zombified fallen.
Yeah, there's going to be new bosses, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. The one thing that everyone's excited for.
I'm excited for it.
It's back.
It is back.
In black.
Yes. It's like a grayish. I don't know.
Yeah, there's not really.
It's like the color of this Championship Cavaliers t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like that color.
Yeah. Woo!
I know. We're still pumped here. And we're right by Akron. We're right by where LeBron...
I live in Akron.
He lives in Akron. He lives where LeBron was born. And so I was born in Akron. So,
anyways, the LeBron of Destiny Exotics.
Basically.
The Gjallarhorn.
The Gjallarhorn.
Gjallarhorn is back.
And my question is it going to be as powerful?
No.
You don't think? Or have they come out and said it's not going to?
No, I think... Remember, right when the Taken King came out, they came out and nerfed
they nerfed
the
it
Gjallarhorn.
anyways. They nerfed the...
I mean, it was still pretty...
The wolf head rounds. I mean, it was still good.
It was still good,
going to be the best the best heavy in the game.
I still feel like it's going to be the best rocket launcher in the game. I still feel like it's going to be the best heavy in the game. But I'm just kind of excited it's back.
Did you pre-order it?
I did.
So did I.
Yeah, of course I did.
Now, from my understanding, if you did not pre-order it, the Gjallarhorn is still going to be available to you through a quest, almost like the most of the other exotics.
Yeah.
So that's cool that it's not going to be random.
You just don't get the...
You don't get the sweet-looking black one.
I wonder if that means you can buy it, though, if you got it in year one.
The black one?
No, just like the regular one.
You should. There's no reason that...
Because it's attached to a quest. It's different, you know?
I still think you should be able
Like, you could buy Hard Light and Last Word and stuff if you already got it, but like this is attached to a quest, so...
You probably won't be able to then.
Yeah.
You will not, because all guns that you are able to acquire through a quest now, none of them are year ones though. that have come back. This is the first year one that's coming back that then is now attached to a quest.
Right.
So that makes it interesting, but that's the most exciting. I've been waiting. I knew that they were going to bring it back eventually.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed it's taken this long because now so many people have died off. Which, I mean, Trials is like brutal now.
Yeah,
it's like
I know. It's only the people who.
It's only pretty like good teams out there right now.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will bring more people back because that game needs people.
I wonder if they're going to reschedule Iron Banner too.
I would hope that they're going to make it like next week.
Yeah, because like
you can't have you can't just like not have Iron Banner. That's like a big way to get really good gear.
I know. Plus they fix a lot of the loot drops in the other modes besides the raid, so it's easier to level up. And Iron Banner is like one of the best ways to do
Iron
that.
Banner, as of right now, I think is the best way to do it. Because you get so many good drops.
I mean, Prison's okay. Like once you hit that
but like
330 mark, you're getting 335, but you only get one a week.
Like Iron Banner, I don't know how many things drop to me that like I'm either infusing right away or giving to my other characters because with 3 characters. Once you get your one guy at 335, it's pretty easy to get your other 2 because you're still getting those big drops on your one. You just hand it over to your other guys, and because you can infuse different class gear,
right?
As long like leg into leg, which I still think is stupid. I think you should be able to infuse any weapon into any weapon.
Really?
Yeah, I think you should be able to infuse any if you have a 330, if you have a bunch of 335 primaries and you have a 320 sniper, why can't you put that? Why does it matter which weapon you're putting into it?
Yeah, I still wish that there was like a primary and special weapons. I wish they were kind of interchangeable sometimes because sometimes I want to run an auto and a scout rifle because I like scout rifles, but I'm not great with a sniper. And I don't know.
See, I don't like that. I do like that. Like you have to run that secondary weapon, which if I was you, I'd run.
I run a shotgun.
Yeah,
anyway,
run shotgun.
That's what I run now.
I run like assault snipe. I mean, it's like the same thing, just reversed, where you gotta have it close up and then long range.
Right.
But they nerfed my gun anyway, so I don't know. I might go back to the multi-tool. Yeah. Because they nerfed the doctrine.
Yeah. They nerfed the Soul Stealer's Call too. I think they nerfed
all the ones that were like that.
Because everybody was either using Soul Stealer's Call or
Trials was just
the Trials weapon. So
the 2 guys that I run with don't have it. So
right.
The doctrine. You don't see a lot of adept ones out there.
Yeah. Are you excited for Rise of Iron?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not I'm not Taken King excited.
Right.
Because the game's been out for so long, but yes, I'm excited for if this didn't have a raid, I would not be excited. I wouldn't even bother.
The raid is the big thing.
Even with the Gjallarhorn pre-order, I mean that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't even play it if because I haven't done any single play. I've done only PvP.
Right.
Like I run Trials and Banner, and then every now and then in a blue moon we'll do a Nightfall. Just if there's 3 of us on and we're trying to figure out something to do. Right. We'll do a Nightfall, but
yeah, I mean
the game isn't where it was.
I know.
6 months ago.
I know. And that April update gave a little bit of a boost for me to get back in, but I still fell off after 3 or 4 weeks.
It was like a 2-week boost.
Yeah.
Where it's oh yeah, this is cool.
And
you can use
update,
assault rifles now, but man,
that update wasn't really for you anyway because you hate prison.
Oh, prison.
And yeah, and just running that over and over again and trying to run it 3 times with each character, that sucks. It just, I don't know. It was a nice little addition and it was free, which was also a nice bonus, but
that was for the people who have still been playing. That wasn't to bring people back.
Oh, I know.
I think that was for the people who were still playing, and Bungie wanted to give you something okay, here you go, you guys stuck. This right here is to bring people back.
Right. I'm excited for the new campaign, although I am a little disappointed that instead of answering the questions that we have, it's giving us a whole new set of questions.
That's how they fucking do it, though. They never and that's such a shame because they really did well with the Taken King story.
I know.
And the ending was very interesting. Eris Morn, is that her name?
Yeah.
They really left a big question mark there at the end.
Well,
now they're just
the Queen and her brother, that storyline still needs answered. The Stranger from Vanilla Destiny, that storyline still needs answered.
But see, that's their thing. They're because the Stranger, whatever. I care less about that. But that was an interesting thing. She clearly wasn't a Guardian.
Right. That's like
where did she come from?
That's like the only interesting thing about her is she's not a guardian.
Yeah, but she seems to like have guardian-like abilities.
Yeah, but she's not.
But
what if she's not of the light?
She was
either.
talking to somebody, and you never. So, and that's when they just really pissed me off. And then they do it again where the Taken King was their best storyline,
right?
To date.
For sure.
And then again, they're just like, well, we don't know. We don't know if they won't touch on it.
Yeah,
it might be in a cutscene where they mention it.
The way they're marketing this is like it's all about Lord Saladin. It's all about rebuilding the Iron Banner. It's about reforging. I still think that's cool. It's about reforging the Iron Lords, which is cool. It's a cool little sub story in this universe. But there's still bigger questions out there that I personally want answered. Like, in you know, Destiny 2 or whatever the next thing is, like the big thing, like maybe that will address it a little bit, but you know, I'm excited though for this. I'm excited to play the campaign. I'm excited to see what the new quests are. I'm excited for the raid, like this new raid. I'm excited to see what that gear looks like. I'm excited to see the bosses because that image in the trailer, that's the first boss.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty looking.
Yeah, so like that's cool. And if that's the first boss, what are the rest of them gonna look like? Because that thing looked pretty big.
What's the main boss gonna be? Because the main bosses are always pretty good, except for Crota. Crota was a joke.
Yeah,
Crota was the worst fucking boss they ever did. He was so easy. But Atheon was complicated. That one was well done, and Oryx was fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a lot to that fight. There's a lot of stuff going on, and that's what I want in my final fight. I don't want one guy goes and gets a sword and everyone else stands on a platform. Yeah. That's what Crota is.
Yeah, I mean,
one guy's.
It's so bad that they mimicked it in Court of Oryx.
Yeah. Court of Oryx is basically that fight, and that shows you how easy it is because you can like 2-man that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. I am excited for it. You know, again, I'm not like Taken King. I'm gonna like, oh my god, I can't wait for this to come out. But I am gonna play it.
Yeah. What's the one weapon before we get out of here that you would like to see out of this? Like one of the new exotics. What do you? I
mean, I said the hammer, but you already kind of shut that down. So they really haven't. I don't think they did. No, they did do new exotic hand cannons, but I didn't really like them. I don't like the exotic assault rifles. I don't really think any of those are that good. I would like to see one of those. They already kind of did a very good job with the Zen Meteor. They gave us a good sniper. I still cool. I do like those hybrid, like the Queen Breaker's bow, stuff like that. I think I want a weapon like that. I don't just want like, oh, I want an assault rifle. I want something different. I still want a fucking like grenade launcher or a line gun or something different in the heavy slot. But I don't really know what more they can do. A new primary, I don't care what it is that they make it. That's just like
yeah. I would like to see some sort of functioning exotic assault rifle, just because like
what do we
I
have
play
right
as a
now?
Titan, plays a Titan
right
mainly, and like Fabian strategy doesn't do anything cool.
Fabian strategy is only
hard
good
lights. Okay,
I don't think Monte Carlo's that good.
Monte Carlo's not good. Suros Regime is good in certain situations.
Suros is probably the best one.
I think that's about it in terms of assault rifles. So, I don't know. I would like to see some sort of assault rifle that's decent and provides a decent perk.
I'd like to make them bring the Necrochasm and make it. That was difficult to get. That gun was fucking hard to get.
I mean, they might.
That's what they need to do.
They might bring it back because of the Plagued Fallen.
That's what I'm just saying. I think that gun would be cool if they made that like a year or two, and they. I know they kind of fixed it a little bit, and it might actually work. I haven't used it,
right?
But because it's a fast firing, so it's kind of like almost whatever it's called, the Doctrine. But it, when you get a headshot, they explode, but the thrall explosions suck. There were so many things wrong with that gun. I think they fixed it, but like I said, I didn't use it. But I would like to see a gun like that.
Right.
Where it's like very difficult to get, and there's like I thought that was so cool, and I thought that was gonna be the evolution of the exotic. Where,
right.
Oh my gosh, this exotic! It's like really there's like multiple steps to get it. The final step, you gotta beat the raid on hard multiple times. I mean, I think I got it like my second or third time, and I've gotten a bunch of them. And then you get it, and it sucks.
Yeah.
I would like to see one, but it's actually good.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of Destiny's Rise of Iron. Let us know. Are you excited? What do you want to see? Are you excited? Are you going to come back to Destiny with this expansion? You can find all of our content on digitalnerdadvocates.com. And until next week, we're out.
Later.